Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Borderlands the pre-sequel. Today I've got something pretty new I think really, and pretty cool to show you guys that I didn't know about. So I was recently just flicking through the Gibbed Code album that I use a lot. I was actually doing an episode of Best Builds, so I was just getting a few Gibbed weapons into a little save folder for Best Builds, and I came across something that I haven't seen before, and they're right up here. So we have here just two legendary shields. They're both the same shields, just different variants of them, but this is a top secret, kind of forgotten about shield called the Flyin Maiden. Now this is basically the Impaler from Borderlands 2. I've been on these albums loads of times before and I've never seen this, and I would have noticed it, so I think it's just been recently discovered and put in. But as you can see, it's a legendary shield that you cannot come across and you cannot actually get in the game, and there's an Alkaline version as well, which is grants corrosive damage as well. And yeah, basically this is a forgotten about bugged shield that was put into the game and never actually been able to drop legitimately. The only way to get this is by using Gibbed save editors to paste the code in basically. I'll put the code down in the description for you guys who want to actually go ahead and get this. But yeah, it's basically a legendary spike shield, so when melee attackers hit you, it will spike damage towards them. But yeah, I'll go through it very quickly now as we're testing it out on enemies. So it's basically, the red text says, "I laugh as I'm watching you bleed." It launches corrosive homing spikes when damaged with bullets and deals corrosive spike damage to melee attackers. The usage and description, according to the wiki, says, "Against melee attackers, the Flyin Maiden operates as a standard corrosive element spike shield. When struck by a bullet, however, the Flyin Maiden launches a homing spike, which will initially aim at the attacker. The spike has a low projectile velocity, a broad turning radius, and travels initially in a slight arc directly towards the target. If the target is too close, the spike may fail to track it, travelling fruitlessly in a broad circle until it exhausts its range. Hard cover in front of the target will also block the spike. If a closer target presents itself during the spike's arc, the spike may change course to track that alternate target instead." It launched spikes, but not melee spikes, deal elemental splash damage and are buffed by grenade damage bonuses. A launched spike that detonates at close range could damage the wearer of the shield. This may happen when the shield is struck by a bullet while the wearer is engaging a melee opponent. The Flyin Maiden can spawn with a Maliwan capacitor, granting the Alkaline prefix and corrosive immunity to its wearer. It cannot spawn with resistance against any other element. Currently, because of a bug, this shield cannot drop legitimately and is only obtainable using the save editors. So I think that's pretty cool really, that this was actually in here, and I have not known about it until nearly a year after its release day. Now as you can see, this thing against people, whenever they actually shoot you, it puts like a little target over their head kind of thing. A little sign will come up to basically tell you that they will actually, you know, be hit by a spike at any minute, really. So I just thought I'd bring this to you guys and let you guys know. If you didn't know about it, I'm pretty sure a lot of you will not know about this, as I didn't. It's never been in the Gibbed album I use, and this guy keeps his pretty updated very well, so it must have just been discovered. But there you go. I wonder why it's never actually been patched. You know, bugs can be fixed, and a year on, they've just probably just didn't bother with it. Now, don't get me wrong, this isn't game-breaking shield by a long way. It's not a bad shield, but it's not amazing. You know, it's definitely not one I'd use a lot. But I just still think it's pretty cool that this thing is in here, and we still didn't know about it, and it was never fixed or things like that. So yeah, let me know anyway if you guys did know about this or if you didn't. And yeah, tell me what you think. Like I said, the Gibbed code will be in the description for you guys, so you can go out and try it. I'll put both of them in there as well, the normal one and the Maliwan one as well. Sorry, the Maliwan prefix. So yeah, you get that corrosive immunity. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.